It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 16 carries, 74 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
11 yards for number 11.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive, now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 84 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Waddle, the motion man, right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Achane here. They stay on the ground. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in and stick?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jerome Baker leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here.
Something you have to say because it's doing a lot. Oh, you didn't bring it? Then I call you that quick? No, I'll call you. That's because you're thinking like, oh, you actually didn't even put it in charge because it probably died then. Because it was dying, right? I put it in the cabinet or something. That's what I do sometimes. I put it in the cabinet. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Very well.
A lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but... The defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This is 2nd and 8. A run straight ahead with Achane. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. The 3rd quarter begins with a run by Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle they go. It's Ali, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid. Gain of 27. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ali. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ali. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They'll run. Achane. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, it's Walker. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Rodgers now on first down. And Walker has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the 8. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 times.
have to tap him. Just kill him. Come. Control yourself. No, it's good. You can tap him. I do it. Boy.
So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
56.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give this to Achane. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Down to the 25. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Achane. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final try now for Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Dolphins, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.